Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at today, Thursday, August 20th. Welcome back to another My Mortgage Hound Daily Home of the Day. Look at that, the sign's completely lit up. We'll see if it'll last the whole video. Today is part 4 of our Back to School, Let's Get Educated on Mortgages series. We've done VA, we've done temporary buy downs, we've done FHA. Today we're gonna look at USDA loans. Not everybody is familiar with USDA loans. USDA loans are there to promote home ownership in rural areas. So let's go look at rates and dive into our house today. Today, according to Mortgage News Daily, national average 6.61, still very flat this week. We've seen just a slight movement up, but negligible. So 6.61 on our conforming Fannie and Freddie deals, a national average on jumbo 6.68. I mean, there's virtually the same. A jumbo loan being over a loan amount over $802,650. FHA 6.19, VA 6.21 for our government loans. USDA is going to be right in there too at 6.19. So today we are going to 42600 Northeast Goodnight Road in La Center, Washington. 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,748 square feet. Sits on 2.5 acres for $550,549. Built in 1948. This home is listed by Jared. Let's see what Jared has to say. Quintessential white farmhouse in the rolling hills of La Center, Washington, offering sweeping territorial views in a storybook setting beneath a towering 150-year-old maple. Wow. 150-year-old maple tree. Perfect for shaded afternoons, starry nights, and magical sunsets. 1,748 square feet, 3 bed, 2 bath. Featuring upgrades and tasteful updates. Open concept kitchen with a cozy wood stove. Extra sitting room, ideal for entertaining. Outside, enjoy raised garden beds and orchard. And a tool shed with wood storage surrounded by pasture land. Minutes to the Louisville recreation area. Hunting, fishing, and boating. 35 minutes to Vancouver's waterfront. 40 minutes to PDX. Okay. So before we dive into the pictures, how do we know if a USDA loan is going to qualify? It's based on location. So 2 things. 1, you have to qualify, and we'll dive into that on another video. But if you want to know if you qualify for a USDA, there's a link in the description to schedule a 15-minute phone call with me, or you can always call me up. My phone number's in there as well. But we're going to start on USDA website, eligibility.sc. I'll put a link in the description, but if you just Google USDA map, it'll be the first one that pops up, and we can see if we zoom out here that this property is located in a USDA approved area. So any area that's not in the orange is approved for USDA. So all of La Center, Richfield, Hawkinson, Brush Prairie, even parts of Camas, Washougal, are all areas that qualify for USDA. It's crazy to me that Richfield is still qualifies for USDA. It's the fastest growing city in the state. In fact, today In-N-Out is opening, so I'm sure there will be no traffic getting in or out of Richfield today. So you can either zoom in and see the map, or you can type in the address here. This house is located in an eligible area. All right, let's look at some pictures. So 1942, I believe is what it said, farmhouse. You can see right off the bat the views, right? Looks like we have a metal roof. Looks like it's in good shape. There's that 150-year-old oak tree. Very cool. Raised garden beds. Now we are on 2.5 acres. Nice gravel drive. Looks like it's graded. Wood storage, little playground, fire pit. Man, what a cool property. Okay, Those look like engineered hardwood floors. There's our wood burning stove. I like this wood paneling in the dining area on the ceiling and the walls. I like how the panels are the same width as the flooring. If you wanted to, I don't think it would hurt to come in here and paint all that wood paneling white. It would kind of give it that shiplap farmhouse look. Nice open kitchen. Looks like new cabinets. Very open kitchen. Couple windows, stainless appliances. Formica countertops, interesting. Wouldn't take a lot to come in here and put in new countertops. I think quartz would look really good. You know, paint that wood paneling white and bring in quartz countertops would really add a lot. Okay, here's our first sitting area room, called a living room. Two nice windows with millwork around the windows. It is on the smaller side. We're dealing with 1,700 square feet with 3 bedrooms and a huge kitchen. So the living area is a little on the smaller side. But nice windows out to the pasture. Recessed lighting. This is the second living area. French doors out to the backyard. Bedroom number 1, I'm guessing this is the primary. Primary bath. Very nice. Keeping in mind this house is over 75 years old. Bedroom number 2. I like this spot they're using as a nursery right next to the bedroom. There's some shiplap on the wall there. I might be wrong. That flooring downstairs might be original hardwoods because these look like original hardwoods upstairs. Downstairs they look refinished. Bedroom number 3. Utility room with the door going outside. There's our French doors out to the back. Beautiful. For $550, I really like it. Okay, so the way USDA works, the main benefit of a USDA is 0 down. So purchase price $549 makes our loan amount $549, but that's actually, I noticed a mistake here. Our loan amount is going to be a little bit higher than $549. The reason why is the USDA charges an upfront funding fee similar but less expensive, less than half the cost of FHA. So we need to factor that in. There are 2 forms of mortgage insurance on USDA. The first is this upfront fee. And it gets financed into the loan. So now our loan amount is $554,490 with a purchase price of $549. Interest rate 6.19 is the national average according to Mortgage News Daily on government loans. If we look at a payment breakdown, so $549 principal and interest with $0 out of pocket, 0 down, $33.92. Property taxes on this 2.5 acres in the center is $374. Homeowners insurance $100 a month. Mortgage insurance monthly $159 a month. That's about 20% less than FHA for a total payment of $4,025. 0 down. If we look at our closing costs, 0 down. Our loan to value ratio is 101% because we're adding the USDA upfront funding fee of $49.50. It's 1% of your purchase price. We're adding that to the loan amount. With closing costs prepaids, it totals $86.91. We're going to ask the sellers to pay that for us. And I think in this market, asking the sellers for under $9,000 to cover your closing costs should not be a hard negotiation. Total cash to close, $0. So for $0 out of pocket, I can come in and get 2.5 acres in a updated farmhouse in Le Center for $4,025 a month. Guys, USDA is a very underused program. If you want more information, reach out to me. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Like, subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow with a new listing. If you have something you want to see, let me know. Otherwise, we'll do another back to school and then live stream this Saturday will be from Las Vegas. So have a great Thursday. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.